Ohayo gozaimasu! Huh?
お前はもう死んでいる。何?
Hello everyone and welcome back to another adventure in Doki Doki Literature Club, and I've been told that I'm about to get to the good old juicy parts of this story and that I should really be focusing on one girl in particular, and I guess that's Yuri because we're a little curious to talk to her a bit more, but at the same time I feel bad for distracting her from her reading. I catch a glimpse at the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her, and we didn't even start reading her book that she lent us, so is that going to be insultive? Is she going to be kind of like mad at us for not reading her book? She sneaks another glance at me, and her eyes meet for a split second. ... But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sis, sorry. It was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing that I made her uncomfortable. I have a tendency to do that a lot. You know, like birthday parties, or dances, or even the movies, or pretty much any social scenario I can picture myself in, which isn't many. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... Oh, well that's the book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Well, just curious, how come you have the two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. Oh, I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? Well, what's it about anyway? Oh, well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Whoa, it's a little strange. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. Okay, this book sounds a little intriguing, and while her life is in danger, she's desperate to choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. Wow, I do that without the crazed people from experiments trying to ruin my life. Huh, that's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so the dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, nuclear waste? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those kind of things. She's so shy and inclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then, suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. That was actually really deep and made me think a lot, which I don't often do. I haven't lost interest or anything. I don't know if that was sarcastic or not. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange, and please stop me if I start talking too much. Oh, I really don't think you need to worry. That just means that you're passionate about reading. That the least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. ... Let me just get that book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slipped into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. That's, I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye, and I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, and hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book. Ooh, we're gonna get some sick shoulder touching. Ooh, I hope my shoulders smell nice. Oh yeah, we're ready to go. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to the side. Wow, we're really using some teamwork to read this book. Wow, that's impressive. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. And actually, it's kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face. She's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over to Yuri's face again. Our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assumed that she finished the page before me, so I turned it by my own violation. Violation? I don't know why I wanted to say violin. Again, I really shouldn't be in the literature club. I can barely read, alright? I turned it by my own volition. I know my big words. Don't you worry. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page and letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Ooh, these thumb on thumb action. Whew, this is getting too intense for literature club. Hey Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she remind you of me? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like, she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing I just said. You remained silent for a moment. But nuclear waste. That's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing to think that. Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were so self-conscious about that sort of thing. ... I guess I meant it as more kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. ... I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. I forgot I even wrote a poem. I don't know how this is gonna go. I remember saying a lot of dumb things in them, like always, but I don't know how it went. Alright, we might have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read with you? I guess I don't have much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after I pick up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip back into my bag. Alright, well, it's time to share our poems. Alright, who should I share my poem with first? I guess Yuri? I assume? Yeah? I don't know if it's gonna be bad or good, because I don't remember how I wrote this poem. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Nuclear waste. How did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really want to try giving it more imagery. Yeah, that's why I picked those words that I picked. Imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying that you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself, and besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share your poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Alright, so yes, we can scroll. This poem is a lot longer than I thought because I actually skipped part of her first poem, so my apologies, Yuri. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by a scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendency as an unordinary human. What? I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was a symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, where's this going? The raccoon, in urge, the moon increments its phases and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of the raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite close to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows his excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Babylonian conditions. I slice the bread. I feed myself again. Okay, that was nice. I like it. It spoke to me. I don't know about what. I don't know if we killed the raccoon, but I liked it. Yeah, that was totally good. Yeah. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if that is my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things that I'm really forced to keep to myself. So, I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourselves? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, nuclear waste? Well, Yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I didn't learn to embrace my own weirdness, I'd probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. That's very nice. I can appreciate that. Alright, let's see what Sayori wrote for today's poetry. Hey Sayori, ... Oh, I like this one, Nuclear Waste. It has some nice feelings in it. Does it? I can't remember what I wrote about, to be honest. Oh, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that exactly how it works, but I think it's pretty similar to how it works. I think that makes sense. You know, if you really feel something, then it was probably good. Evoke some emotion. Then again, I guess conveying feeling is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Okay. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself for once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Huh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems? Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see like you like something sad, Sayori. Well, I like it happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic. Huh? It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Nuclear Waste. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Alright, let's see what this says. Bottles! I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. Did it say scalp? Yep, that says scalp. Okay, there's a secret place where I keep all of my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in bottles all in a row. My collection makes a lot of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes the bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow the dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up. In comes my friends. In they come, such in a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Wow, that was actually extremely deep. Oh my god, Sayori. Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I can see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm not so used to being cheerful. So, well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out really good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself in this way. It even helps to understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've got pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah. Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Yeah, don't get ahead of yourself. Sir has always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Alright, who should I go for next? That sounds really weird. I mean, who should I share my poem with? I'm not just going for these people, okay? I'm trying to express myself here, alright? This is... I think Nasuki hates me now, and I haven't really talked to Monica much, so I guess I'll talk to Monica next about my poem. Hi again, Nuclear Waste. How's the writing going? Oh, alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote with today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. ... Alright. Great job, Nuclear Waste. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. Yeah, that's what I was going for. The ooh effect. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect for you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. I mean, yeah, it's easier for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know what Yuri likes this kind of stuff, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Yeah, that's what I was going for, that symbolism and the O effect. Can't forget the O effect, yeah. Unlike Yuri, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Okay, so I feel like this is kind of giving me hints for future playthroughs that if you wanted to go for a specific girl, that you should use imagery and words that would kind of suit their likes and dislikes and how they write, kinda. That makes sense. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it by just feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has been at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learning and trying new things. But anyway, you wanted to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Saved me. Okay, these poems are getting really dark. Alright, the colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. These are getting really dark, and I don't know why or how I feel about it. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a final on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Is there anything at the end? Load me? Load me. What does that mean? Load me? What does that mean? Monica, what does that mean? It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. Oh, no, I never said that. It's just kind of thing I've never really seen before, yes. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short and make it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So, putting it in that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Thanks, Monica! That's a really weird tip. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this even about writing? I don't know what. What am I even talking? I don't know. What do you mean? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Thanks, Monica. Oh, okay. Time to talk to Natsuki. All right. I liked your last one better. Huh? Really? Well, yeah, I can tell you were a little bit more daring with this one. But you're really not good enough for that. It fell flat. Huh. Wow. That may be a little true, but I just want to try something different. I'm still figuring this all out. I mean, I always like poems that aren't trying too hard. I hate when people try to sound fancy or add more meaning by just using annoying or complicated language. Just make it simple, cute, and to the point. Yuri's head over heels for this kind of cryptic nonsense, but I see right through that BS. Making your reader look so hard for all this deep meaning is just an excuse to have no meaning at all. I guess that's one way to look at it. Yeah, I've never seen it like that. Being opened up to a lot of new opinions, you know? Well, everyone has their own opinion. But my opinion is the best opinion. I'm sure you figured that out already. Anyway, here's my poem. Maybe you'll learn something. Alright, Amy likes spiders. That's pretty direct and to the point. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wiggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. One of her friends likes spiders too. That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spiders lovers. And I'm gonna what the fuck, Natsuki? What the fuck is wrong with you? Why do you hate Amy so much? What is the matter? These poems are really direct and really specific. It's starting to scare me at this point. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward. I got it, loud and clear. Amy likes spiders, fuck Amy. Alright, we got it. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks about mine. It doesn't matter, okay? It can be about anything. I wrote it to be an easy relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid that if people find out, they would make fun of you or something. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone or making them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Huh, yeah, that's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you just say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's not like I would judge her or anything. Suki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her if she feels insecure about her weird behavior and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure, and Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday, but the way you put it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she appreciates the message in your poem. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotion is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. Okay, I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Okay, I can definitely look forward to that one. Alright, well, unfortunately we ran out of time for today's episode, so tomorrow's poem will have to be for the next video, and I can't wait to see that, because these poems are getting really weird and really oddly specific. I feel like, there's just a little bit of meaning that they're not telling me about some of these poems, and I'm really eager to see tomorrow's poems and see how those go. Either way, thank you all so much for joining today's adventure in Doki Doki Literature Club. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video and hope you enjoy the rest of the day as well. I hope to see you in our next adventure. Bye bye.
Wow.